First, I'll be boiling my beans. You can actually cook this without parboiling, but I like to parboil my beans. As you can see, it's already washed. So I'll just pour it inside my pot. I'll then go in with some water, enough to cook the beans. I'll go in with half teaspoon of salt. After that, I'll give it a good stir and cover and leave it to boil. It's about 10 minutes. Our beans has come to a boil, so I'll just go ahead to sieve this. This is me sieving my beans. So I like to parboil my beans because it helps reduce gas. You know, beans is usually very gassy. So we are done parboiling. We'll just go ahead to pressure cook this with a pressure cooker. Pressure cooking beans makes the cooking process faster, saving time, gas, and electricity. It also gives you a unified soft consistency. Have you ever been in a situation where after cooking your beans you realize it's not evenly cooked? I used to be in that situation, but not anymore. I'm using honey beans for this recipe, and I'm adding water to a level just slightly above it. Adding too much water to your beans will water down the natural sweetness of the beans. I'll cover the pot and leave it to cook for 30 minutes. While the beans is still pressure cooking, we'll go ahead to process our pepper, onion, tomato that we'll be using for the sauce. So first we'll be processing our onion. I'm using 2 large onions for this recipe. I want it to be roughly chopped, so I'll just set it into 5 seconds. Next is to blend our tomato and pepper mix, followed by my chili pepper, my paprika, followed by some Scotch Bonnet. Since I already have chili pepper and paprika, I do not need much Scotch Bonnet. It's also optional. If you are somebody who doesn't tolerate spicy food, you can do without Scotch Bonnet. And also ensure to unseed your pepper, your paprika, your chili pepper. Ensure to wash it. You don't need seeds in your beans, so it will not be too spicy. So we have the perfect pepper blend consistency. Let's see what we've got. This is how the pepper and tomato blend looks. It's roughly chopped. It's really nice. I like the sizes. It's exactly what I want. It's 30 minutes and our beans is already pressure cooked. So to depressurize it, I will just open the lid and then leave it for a while to depressurize and turn off the heat. It's time to make our sauce. First, we're pouring in our palm oil. I'm using 150 grams of palm oil. I also go in with 20 ml of vegetable oil. Leave it to heat up a bit. Then go in with some salt, half teaspoon of curry powder. Give it a good stir. Go in with some of our onions. Give it a good stir to fry. And then it's time to go in with our pepper and tomato blend. Keep on stirring. Okay, our pepper is well fried. So right now I'll be going in with some bullion cubes. So going with my remaining curry powder. So now I'm going in with my seasoning, chili pepper, paprika, and some thyme. Give it a good stir for the spices and seasoning to mix very well to incorporate into the oil. At this point, you should be cooking on a low heat because our beans is 80% ready. I'll then be going in with my beans that was pressure cooked. So I'll just transfer this into this gently. For the pepper mixture, if you don't have a food processor, you can use a manual blender. That would give you a perfect pepper mixture, or you can also use your mortar. Growing up, we used to do a lot of things with mortar and they used to come out very well. So you just use your mortar to roughly match it, and it will give you a nice pepper blend. Give it a good stir so everything can incorporate well. After stirring it, you would go ahead to test and see if your ingredient is well incorporated, or you need to add something. Anything, could be salt, could be Bullion Cube, whatever you want to add, you can go ahead and add at this point. So I'll just give this a good stir. I'll be going in with some of my onion right now. So I shared my onion into 2 halves, used the first half for the frying. I like to infuse fresh onion into my beans porridge. I like the flavor it gives me. I like how it tastes. It adds to the taste, trust me. It's 10 minutes. Our beans is well cooked at this point. So we'll just go ahead and serve this. So this is the exact consistency of beans I like. Depending on what you want, you can make yours maybe a bit thicker, but for me this is the perfect bean porridge that I like. Let's have this. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. Thank you for watching.